Behind the high, quiet walls of Bright Future Academy, the silence is a lie. It's a heavy blanket woven from unseen pressures and unspoken anxieties. Here, every uniform hides a heart carrying fears, dreams, and a secret that teachers and parents really, if ever, hears. Subscribe now to Temple Timeless Tales on YouTube and turn on the bell so you won't miss the story. And for behind the scenes updates, follow Temple Pius on Facebook. This is Behind the School Gates, Episode 3, The Learner's Secrets. It started not with deviance, but with exhaustion. A group of learners, perpetually tired of the relentless criticism, poor penmanship, chika, homework forgotten. Emeka, sit still, all of you. They felt less like strength and more like problems to be solved. One stepping break time, they began drifting towards the back corner of the compound, a neglected patch beneath the giant ancient mango tree. The shade was deep and cold. There, in the quiet shade, they formed their own club. No rules, no leader, just a safe space to unload the burden. The sharing was raw and desperate. A boy named Emeka, his voice cracking, confessed, "I'm scared. My father will stop paying my fees if I fail the math exams again. He said it last night." A girl, quiet always, let her true ambition sleep. "I dream of becoming a heart doctor, but I look at my grades and I just don't know if it will ever happen." Chika, the listener, felt a warm spread through her chest. This was oxygen. This was freedom. For the first time, she knew she wasn't the only one suffocating under the pressure to be perfect. But at heaven, unchallenged, can become careless. A sense of collective security led to a dare. A line was crossed. One darling afternoon, after the last bell, a member, bolder than the rest, slipped back into the main building. They managed to sneak into the empty, imposing staff room. On the large blackboard where tomorrow's duties were chalked, they drew a Grotowski caricature of the sternest, most feared teacher, Mrs. Ade. A huge head, tiny glasses, and an angry pointed finger. It was brilliant. It was dangerous. The club saw it the next morning, huddled in the hallway. A few seconds of exhilarating, silent laughter, but the joy dissolved instantly when the discovery was made. The whisper stopped. The caricature was gone, scrubbed away, but the evidence was a single tiny smudge of blue chalk dust left on the floor. The culprits, the group under the mango tree, were quickly, chillingly traced. The following morning, the assembly ground felt smaller, colder. The principal, Mr. Okafor, stood on the podium, his voice amplified, shaking the very rafters of the hall. This act of disrespect, this act of rebellion cannot and will not be tolerated. Those responsible will face immediate and indefinite suspension. The learners trembled. Emeka squeezed his eyes shut, picturing his father's rage. Chika felt the cold knot of guilt twist in her stomach. The secret club, their lifeline, was about to be shattered. The shame and the fear were unbearable. And then, Chika made a choice, not to protect herself, but to stop the fear that was crushing her friends. She stepped forward, a single figure, small and shaking, pulling away from the terrified crowd. The air went out of the assembly hall. Every child was on her. Every eyes looked at her. With her hands visibly trembling, she confessed. She didn't lie. She didn't minimize the drawing. But then, she spoke the truth of the club. With a shaking voice, but with firmness, she confessed. We only wanted a place to speak freely. The drawing, that was wrong. But we were just tired of feeling invisible. She paused, tears welling, but her voice held steady, echoing across the silent thousands. Chika continues. Sometimes, sir, it feels like no one listens to us. We are just scared of failing. At that moment, Mr. Okafor, the strict, towering principal, simply stood there. The teachers exchanged glances, not of anger, but of surprise. In that honest, desperate plea, they saw not a culprit, but a child. They saw the heart beneath the uniforms. The suspension was lifted. The punishment was replaced by something profound. A new weekly circle time, mandated for every class. A time where learners could talk openly, without fear of ridicule, without fear of being silenced. Stories like this remind us education is not just about measuring knowledge, it's about nurturing the spirit. Subscribe to Temple Timeless Tales and follow Temple Pius on Facebook to stay connected with the journey. Behind the gates of Bright Future Academy, a deeper lesson was learned that day. Learners don't just need discipline, they need sanctuary. They need voices, and when adults choose to listen with compassion, children find the incredible courage to be truly honest. This is Behind the School Gate, a Temple Timeless Tales series. And next time, in episode 4, The Teacher's Burden, when exhaustion, the weight of a thankless system, and unseen sacrifices push one teacher to the edge. Will anyone notice before it's too late?
Thank you, dear friend, for sharing this time. More tales await. legends sublime. Like, share, subscribe, stay on this ride. Together we'll journey, hearts open wide. With every story and song we embrace. In the warmth of our voices, find your place.